And now we were going to have GSW Gospel Choir member Brandon B. Thomas to now recite the poem.
Good afternoon. I say good afternoon. I believe if Dr. King might be here today, he would say, let the church say amen, amen, and amen again. Today we've assembled ourselves here because of a man who used his life and used his voice and dedicated his life to the social liberation of his people. But he accomplished so much more. Millions of lives all over the world benefited from this one man and his will to speak his truth to powers that were carnally more powerful than his own. Ultimately, he lost his life in this struggle, but we have reaped the fruit of his labor. And so when the opportunity presented itself for me to stand before you, I knew immediately the poem I'd like to recite to you. The name of it is The Mask by Maya Angelou and Laurence Dunbar. We know that for years in this country, there was a time in America when black folk couldn't just speak or express themselves freely. Maya Angelou referred to this as the survival apparatus. You know, when you laugh when you're not tickled and you scratch when you don't itch. My hope is that we will have a renewed personal sense of importance to the right to speak freely and express ourselves freely, especially in the face of injustices. So it goes. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile, with torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and we mouth myriad subtleties. Why should the world think otherwise in counting our many tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh my God, our tears to thee from tortured souls arise. And we sing, yeah, oh, yeah, we sing. The clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile, but let the world think otherwise. We wear the mask. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke, a dance that's walked, a song that's spoke. I laugh so hard, I nearly choke when I think about myself. 70 years in these folks' world, and the child I works for calls me girl. I say, yes, ma'am. For working's sake, I'm too proud to bend and too poor to break. So I laugh until my stomach ache when I think about myself. My folks can make me split my side. I laugh so hard, I nearly died. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit, but eat the rind. I laugh until I start to crying when I think about my folks and myself and the little children. My fathers sit on benches, their flesh count every plank. The slats leave dents of darkness deep in their withered flank, and they gnawed like broken candles, all waxed and burnt profound. They say, but son, it was our submission that made your world go round. There in those pleated faces, I can see the auction blocks, the chains and slavery's coffles, the whip and lash and stock. My fathers speak in voices that shred my fact and sound. They say, but son, it was our submission that made your world go round. They laughed to conceal their crying. They shuffled through their dreams. They stepped and fetched a country and wrote the blues in screams. I understand their meaning. It could and it did derive from living on the edge of death. They kept my race alive by wearing the mask. By wearing the mask. Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon, for the energy that we definitely needed.